Hi, team. Thank you for your time today. I just wanted to bring you guys in here. We're going to do some team building activities. There's been some reports of like behavior issues and people not getting along here in the office. And we just want to make sure that everyone is getting along. We want it to be a pleasant work environment. So we're going to do some team building activity. Veronica, you have a question? Yeah, I have a question. Um, does this apply to everyone, or are there specific people who are causing these disruptions? Well, without calling anyone out, we have received a couple complaints about certain behaviors. And so we just wanted to make sure that we brought everyone in to ensure that everyone knows what the expectations are and to kind of come back together as a team. Okay, then I guess I'm just curious as to why instead of doing a team building activity with people who have nothing to do with the disruption or the issue, why aren't you just addressing those people? Like, we're adults. I don't understand why we got to sit through a get to know each other when we work together for the past 5 years. So I'm not sure why not just pull the people that are causing the issue into the office, address them, and let them know what their behavior is expected to be moving forward instead of dragging everyone else into the issue. I'm so sorry. I guess I'm not understanding what you're asking. We just want to bring everyone together and do a team building activity so that, moving forward, we can all be in sync and work in harmony. So I am so sorry if I'm not understanding your question, Veronica. Let me clarify. So, my question is, if someone is doing something wrong or something that they shouldn't be doing, and you're addressing everyone as a whole, how is that person going to know that it's their behavior that needs to change? Okay. If they're doing something wrong, they either, number one, don't know that they're doing it wrong, which that's less than likely. Or number two, they don't care. So they're going to say, well, it's not me, it's probably you. And so they're not going to change their behavior because they were not addressed and they don't think it applies to them. So again, the course of action that should happen is you should address the person causing the issue instead of addressing everyone as a whole. I think you need to go directly to the source and let the rest of us go back to work. We really don't want any pushback on this. We really don't want to deal with difficulty right now. We just want to get everyone on the same page that we need the behavior to be acceptable across the board. I think that should suffice as an explanation. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm trying to understand why you're not holding the person causing the issue accountable for their behavior. And every time I speak up, you want to say that I'm aggressive or whatever. You need to stop that. You need to stop that because I'm not being aggressive and I'm not being outspoken for no reason. I have valid reason. You're here calling everyone into a meeting, telling us that we got to sit here and get to know our coworkers like we don't already know each other because one or two people are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. Hold them accountable and let the rest of us go about our day the way we've been doing, not causing issues. Hey, Veronica, do you have a second? Yeah. I received your resignation. Yes, I also left a copy on your desk for your records. Mm-hmm. But it's effective immediately. I really would prefer a 2 week notice. Yes, I start my new job effective immediately. So today is actually my last day. I'm gonna have to ask you to give a full 2 weeks. What happens if I don't give a full 2 weeks? It would make you ineligible for rehire. With all due respect, Janet, I would rather sell my ass on OBT than to get rehired here. So I'm really not worried about getting rehired. Veronica, giving us a 2 week notice, it really helps us out with being able to find your replacement. Didn't you just let Amy go last week, effective immediately? It not giving her time to go find a new job the same way you're asking for 2 weeks to find a new employee? It just seems like it's more for your benefit than for ours. Hi, Veronica. Thank you so much for joining me for your yearly review and to see if you're going to be receiving an increase. So I just wanted to go over really quickly some of the feedback that we've gotten from some of your managers. Essentially, you've been doing great. The scoring system is between a 1 to a 5, and you basically got 3.5 to 4 across the board, which is great. We don't give anyone a 5 because I feel like there's always room for improvement. So we never give anyone a 5, okay? So why is the score of 5 there if it's unattainable? Why is it even on there as an option? The score of 5 is there so that you can always have something that you want to achieve. Like you always want to reach for the 5. So it's the maximum increase that you're going to receive is going to be a 5% if you get a 5. Anything under a 5 is just going to be a little less. So for yours, it's going to be, you're going to receive a 3% increase, okay? Just because it is under that score of 5. Mhm. So I brought with me a couple of my projects that I've worked on this year. And let me just read you this feedback that I got on this one. Veronica did an excellent job. She was very thorough and delivered her project before the due date. Okay. This one says Veronica is very proactive. She always anticipates my needs and was able to deliver an exceptional project. And this one says another slam dunk. Great job. I cannot wait for our next project together. So I guess my question is, throughout the year when I'm doing these projects and receiving feedback stating that I'm doing excellent, how does that not translate to an excellent score of 5 when it comes time to give me my increase? Somehow, some way at the end of the year, when I'm getting my review, I'm less than excellent. I'm average versus the above average comments that I've gotten throughout the year. It's almost like the comments that I get throughout the year while I'm working do not match with what the comments are when it comes down to me getting my increase. So I'm not accepting 3%. I need my increase to reflect the work that I've done throughout the rest of the year. So, if you can work on that, that'd be wonderful. Well, I can't authorize any additional increase. So I guess what I could do is take it back to leadership and see what their thoughts on everything are, because I just can't approve it right now. I can't approve more than 3%. Well, I appreciate that. I'll be waiting for your response. Hey, Veronica, how are you? Do you have a quick second? Yeah, what's up? We've been reviewing late fees and how much we've been collecting, and your name came up as one of the reps that has been waiving a significant amount of fees. We really just need to collect these fees. We don't want you waiving late fees when it's not warranted. I'm actually glad that you brought this up. What you guys need to do is start holding escalations accountable, because out of the last 20 calls that I've transferred to escalations in the past month, 15 have gotten their fees waived after I followed policy and said no. So escalations gets to be the hero. No, I'm just going to be the hero. I'm going to lower my talk time and I'm going to be able to make these customers happy. This way my scores go up and I don't have to worry about being on the phone with them forever, fighting for no reason if as soon as I transfer them, they throw a little tantrum and they get their fees waived. So instead of holding me accountable for waiving too many fees, hold your escalations people accountable for not backing up the frontline agents, because we're the ones that are up here getting yelled at, getting screamed at, and then they get to be the hero. Nope, nope. Nope, I'm putting on my cape. I'm the hero now. Just call me Super V. Well, actually, that might sound inappropriate depending on how and when, and where and why you say it. So, anyway, that's my take on that. So thank you for bringing it up, but I'm not changing my behavior until your escalations people change theirs.